Hi there, this is Amanda Frankel with Our Crafty Playdate, and we are working our way through a series using the Fresh as a Daisy paper. This is a designer series paper by Stampin' Up, and it comes in a pack of 12 with 6 designs, 2 each of 6 designs. You get 2 of these sheets. Most of them are solid, one big 12 by 12. This one you can divide up. Video 1 shows you how to cut these apart, and I'm showing you how to make cards out of these. If you just cut these pieces out, like I show you, super easy, and don't trim them down at all, you can make the cards that I'm making because I didn't cut them down at all. These are the cards that we made from them. We haven't made all of them so far. You'll have to keep following the series. Today we're making this one. This is my little stack of parts from that card, and we're using this. All right, let's move the rest out of the way and get ourselves started here. Okay. So for this sending card, sending sunshine to brighten your day is just such a great sentiment. We are only using one stamp set in all of these cards. We are using the Sending Smiles stamp set only. We are using one set of dies, just really for one die, really, on this particular one. But you could definitely use the sentiment dies that come with this set for these pieces that I used. I just wanted to try and use all the little border pieces from all of my panels that I did. And I talked about that in an earlier video, so make sure that you stop back and see that. Go backwards. Follow along in order if possible, because sometimes I don't tell you how to do something because I told you in the last video. So be sure you're following in the right number order. This is crushed curry. In the description below, you will have all of the items that you need for all 7 of the cards, along with the designer series paper, accessories, etc. If you just want to order the designer series paper and the stamp set from the store below, then the cardstock, oh, why am I doing that? You know what? That will be my inside piece. All right, these are just standard panels, and I was just talking away. Those are my standard panel pieces. The reason I didn't want to go ahead and glue this on the front and then stamp it is, what if I make a mistake, right? If I had made a mistake stamping sending, and I had already glued this on here, it would be a hassle. But now, if I make a mistake sending, I just turn it around. That's my bottom. I put my piece on it, and I stamp the top. Okay, so that's why I did that. We won't make that mistake again. If you want the cardstock, the solid cardstocks that go with this, I will kit it for you. And you can just email me. My email address is in the description below. Just email me with kit in the subject line. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it again. I'm stamping now. Don't talk to me. I'm stamping. I'm using crushed curry and crazy. All right, so crushed curry, I'm going to stamp my sending. Goodness. I said I won't do that again, and then I did it again. I'm just going to stamp that up here. 1, 2, 3. See, I almost dropped it. If I had dropped it, that would have been a thing. All right, and now I'm also going to use a little piece. This piece is 3, I don't know. You know what? It's a little over 3. You could really stamp it on your long strips that you get when you cut out your panels. You get these long strips. You can see where I've used it to punch a piece out. That's what I was talking about earlier. But you could just stamp it on there and then cut it. And then you would have it the perfect size. I don't know exactly how long it is. It would be kitted in your kit, already cut for you if you wanted that. We are using sunshine to brighten your day, because this yellow paper, what's sunnier than that, right? It's like a sun when you see a sun and it has sunglasses on. Never understood that. You know, you see a big inflatable sun and it's got sunglasses on. I think, why would he be wearing sunglasses? What is brighter than him? This is a good opportunity to talk about our glue, though. All right, so I am using Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. It is in our catalog, my favorite glue ever. It is a 2-way glue, which you can kind of see how it's starting to get, where it's white, it's still wet, and where it's not, where it's just shiny, this is the best part of this glue. When it's wet and you stick it, it's a permanent hold. When it's dry, like this, and you stick it, it is a temporary hold, like a Post-it note. Okay, so it's gonna stay sticky and tacky forever, but I want it to be a permanent hold. So I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more glue just because I had put it on there before. It's a great glue if you're a scrapbooker and you may have put something down and then you're like, yeah, I'm cropping you out of there. So then you can just trim it on out of there. Okay, so now I am just going to glue that right at the bottom of my panel. It's the same size, same width. So it does really just go right to the bottom. No big deal. And now I can go ahead and glue this on my card front. See, I just showed you how to prevent errors by almost making it several times. The same mistake more than once. All right, gluing that panel on the front. We've already stamped this, and I've showed you in a couple other videos, but because I'm doing it every time, I'm just going to show you again. You can use the edge of your dimensionals. So I always use these edges, and this is particularly long. So I'm going to make it particularly long. And I'm just trimming the edge of my dimensionals and then using this little scrap edge piece. That is going to give me nice firm hold on this, and it's also going to give it some support. When it's this long, you want to make sure you get kind of near the edges and the middle because you don't want a saggy bottom. I'm going to stick that right here. Good. And now I am going to use, if I didn't bury them, yeah, I might have buried them. All right, in your kit, you will have them. Oh, here they are. See how that works. So that was crushed curry that we used, by the way, the yellow. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. These are in a pack with gold little pearls and silver little pearls. And I used the silver, I believe, at a Christmas time. And so I have these gold, and I thought, I'm using them. All right, so here is a trick that I talked about in my last video, but I didn't show you. If you're doing 3 in a row, because your eye loves 3, right? If you're doing 3 in a row, it's very hard to make sure this distance is equal if you go in order. So do 1 and 3. And now I can perfectly place my number 2 centered without having to, perfectly. That's pretty good. Okay, I can perfectly place my second one in the middle, or my third one, I'm sorry, in the middle instead of trying to go in a row. And that way I can place where it is centered. If I go in order, then you have to try and estimate how far that was, and that can be challenging. All right, there is your next card. We are working our way through that whole pack of paper, that whole page, I should say, of paper. If you would like this solid colored stuff in a kit, be sure that you look below and see my email address and send me an email saying kit. If you want to order all the parts, everything that I use for all 7 cards is in the video description of each video, so you can check it out there. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're loving the series. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.